Sooner or later, you'll realize you need a good pair or a few good pairs of boots in your rotation. And it's about that time of the year where the weather gets really cold. So you came to the right place to get some of the best boot recommendations around. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and also check out some of my other videos as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at NoahEW, but let's get straight into this video. Before we get into the shoes, I do want to put out a disclaimer that some of these prices will be pretty high for these boot recommendations, but that's pretty much what you'll get for boots from smaller brands or brands that's not like on a global stage. But I will put some cheaper boot recommendations all the way at the end of the video, so if you do want to check those out, you can go all the way to the end of the video. But if you want to stay throughout the whole video, there's some very nice boots that I will recommend. So with that being said, let's get into the first pair of boots. Easing our way from a shoe to a boot, so kind of like a middle ground for those of you that aren't quite into boots yet but want to experiment or explore into a nice pair of boots. You have the Zip Up Runner from Norse Projects. For this pair, you definitely get the sole idea of a boot, the silhouette, the materials used. You definitely get the idea of a boot, but it doesn't scream boot necessarily in my opinion. I feel like it's a great combination between a shoe and a boot, especially with it being low top. When reading about the description of this boot, you definitely realize how much work and the design process, the creation process went into this boot to make these boots as comfortable as possible as far as the comfortability, the wearability, how practical it is. So you definitely get a lot of different features and details to get the best wear out of this boot. And in the description, they explain that these boots are lightweight, breathable, waterproof. So from what I was saying earlier, I feel like you get a great combination of a shoe and a boot, especially with these boots being lightweight and breathable. So overall, with the design process, the creation, definitely an overall great pair in all aspects. They do also offer a gray and white pair that's also very nice as well, but for me, I like the black pair the most out of the other variations. So like I said, definitely a great first option for this list. For the price of these boots, you will get the price of $325, and these sizes do come in Europe sizing, but you can do the conversions on your own. I don't know if they have the conversions on the website. Some of these websites will have the conversions, but so that's the first pair on this list. A boot that is probably the most stylish and versatile on this list is the M122 Indian Olive from Freycap. I feel like for these, you could pull these off in the winter, the summertime, summer fits, winter fits, and everything in between. Is just a very versatile shoe and overall a very nice design. The contrast between the two olive colors along the upper, and I know it does look brown to me, but the description does say olive, so I'm gonna just say olive. But the contrast between those two colors, the stitching in between that separates the two colors, the hardware on these pair, the olive laces, the cream off-white outsole, definitely in all aspects a great design and silhouette of a boot from Freycap. Talking about the brand Freycap, I haven't looked too much into this brand and I haven't purchased anything from this brand yet, but I've seen it recommended by many fashion Instagram pages or fashion creators on YouTube or Instagram or whatever the case may be. I've seen it recommended a lot, and I feel like it's recommended for many good reasons. Many different options of boots that all seem very high quality. These boots are actually handcrafted as well. These boots are made to order, and you can get some customized options as well that's put on the website and the description of these boots. So this seems like a very unique and solid brand to get a great pair of boots. So I'm definitely excited to get my hands on a pair very soon. The price point for this one is $335, and the sizes are in Europe sizing, and also since these shoes are customizable as well, you can put your direct foot size, not your shoe size, but your foot size measurement, so you can get the best fit for these boots as well. So just another feature that makes this brand very unique and pretty cool. The most unique pair on this list, you have the Ramon Pale Sage Green Suede from DMN. So at first glance, you see some similar features of this boot, but its own variation or style to this boot. You have on the upper portion of the shoe the Chelsea boot, and then like surrounded that or wrapped in that along the midsole and the outsole, you have that kind of like shoe cover. You know that UGG boot that's very popular, that shoe cover UGG boot? It's kind of similar to what's going on with this boot. So you have that cover of the Chelsea boot and that gray. I'm pretty sure it looks like a rubber material for a portion of the upper going down to the midsole and the outsole. So definitely a very nice take on on the classic Chelsea boot. You have that very nice stylish suede. It looks very high quality from the pictures, so I'm very interested to see how these will look in hand if I do get these, or if you get these yourself. I really love the combination between the Chelsea boot and their own iteration of the boot as well. Very well put together and also very unique, like I keep saying. Another brand or another pair where these boots are handcrafted, and also these boots are made in Italy as well, just like Freakat. So one thing you can take away from this video, if that's the only thing, you could definitely get a good pair of boots from Italy. The sizes are in Europe sizing as well, but this website does give you the conversions on the site to USD, or I think other countries as well. And the price for these, definitely the price issue on this list, is $408. These boots do run a half a size large as well, so make sure you keep that in mind. And they do offer other very unique color combinations and colorways as well, so definitely check some of those out as well. Another boot that gives you a great middle ground between a boot and a shoe, you have the Kiso Meta Premium from Tessorson. You have this very nice high top or mid top boot in that very nice off-white, grayish, creamish color, whatever you want to say. A very nice color for the upper, and a pair of boots that's actually inspired or made to keep the planet safe, saving the planet, keeping your carbon footprint down. So if you do go after this pair, you're helping out with a good cause as well. You can kind of tell when shoes are made from recycled materials or shoes that are made to help save the planet. And I really love the midsole features that you see on many different shoes and boots with that recycled used material on the midsole. And I really do enjoy that look for shoes and boots as well. And just like this pair, I do enjoy that look as well. Along the midsole, you have that recycled material used throughout the midsole in that gray color, and I really do think the gray material or the gray color with the recycled material do tie in very nicely to the whole color of the upper or the whole color of the shoe. A very nice earth tone-ish colored shoe, very nice colors all throughout the shoe, very nicely executed as well. I feel like this one will be very versatile as well, with the colors being so neutral. For this pair, the sizing is a half size smaller, so make sure you keep that in mind. And the price point for this one is $277, so slightly cheaper than the other options, but still up there in price. But overall, a very good option for this one. I feel like if you have a boot collection, an all black boot is almost a necessity in any boot rotation. So for this one, you have the Type 0-2 walking boot from Ronin. A very nice, simple but elegant design. You have that all black boot with the leather material used throughout. You also have that silver hardware, and you will get an orange lace option for these as well to spice up the boot a little bit if you want as well. For this price point, you will get the price of $287 in USD, and these sizes are in UK sizing, but I do believe this site does have the conversions for the different size options based on your country as well. And for this pair does run a half a size big, but in the description they do explain that the cushioning that's used in this boot can make up for that lost space in a boot, so you can take that into consideration when buying this boot. So I don't know if you will want to keep the same size or go up a half size, so definitely buy at your own risk for the size for this one. So for the last recommendation, the only boot that I have in my rotation, the first boot I picked up is this Danner and Jown collab boot that I did pick up from the Jown website. Another very solid, simple, clean, but very stylish boot in this brown and olive green colorway. It's like beef and broccoli from the Timberlands. You have this black midsole. I'm not going to go too much into this boot because I already released a video on this boot. This pair does run a half a size large, so make sure you keep that into consideration. And I think the price is around $380. But since this brand is based in Canada, the taxes and shipping is included, which makes the price about $4 something. Also, I think that will be the case for most of these boots. The price that I did list doesn't include the shipping or the taxes. Just make sure you check that out before you purchase any of these boots if you do go after them. So that's pretty much all the boot recommendations that's on the pricier side. So I do want to talk about more of the cheaper options because I know these prices were very expensive. So for the first recommendation, I do feel like a great website to check out is Nordstrom. They do offer many different style of boots and from different brands like Uggs, Dr. Martin, along with many other brands that aren't as popular but offer very nice options. Also, the most important part is most of these shoes or most of these boots aren't over $200. Like I said, you get many different options as well, many different brands to check out. So it's just not limiting you to different variations or silhouettes as well. So you can go in store like to a mall to check out some of these boots, but I do feel like there's many more different options online, so definitely a great place to start when buying your first pair of boots or whatever. If you're just looking for a nice, simple, easy pair to pick up, but very stylish as well, definitely a great website to check out. And then of course the second option is Dr. Martin. Everybody knows that classic silhouette of the Dr. Martens, but there are many different silhouettes that Dr. Martin offers that you don't see too much. At least from what I've seen, you don't see a lot of these silhouettes offered too much on different pages, or you're seeing people style them too much, but they do offer a lot of different variations. Definitely a plus in my opinion. You can get some Dr. Martens that aren't seen as much, so you can stand out a little bit, and you can get a pair for a very cheap price as well. For most of these prices, you will get a price of $150 or below from what I've seen. So, and for the last recommendation, it is DSW. I feel like DSW can give you a good option between very casual and also semi-formal, semi-casual, or streetwear or snow boots. You have a lot of different casual options to go for a more formal look or a more elegant or more classy look. They do also a lot of snow boots or streetwear boots as well. Also, these prices are very cheap. Probably the most cheapest option. A lot of these options are $100 as well, so you get a lot of different casual style of boots and also different streetwear snow boots as well. And for DSW, we'll get a lot of different brands such as Dr. Martens, Tim's, Sperry, Keen, many different brand options from DSW. You can go to a lot of different DSWs as well, but I feel like once again online options will of course be more than in person. So definitely great styles, great prices all the way around. So that will pretty much do for this video. I hope you enjoyed all the different recommendations that I did feature throughout this video. Let me know how you feel about them, ones that stood out to you, ones you might be going after, new boots that you haven't heard about, new brands, whatever the case may be. Let me know down below in the comments. But that will pretty much do for this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Make sure you check out some of my other videos as well. Follow me on Instagram at NoahEW. That will pretty much do. I'm out.